Silver has gone pretty much parabolic for about 8 months in a row, but silver could crash out or potentially pull back at the levels that I'm about to give you in this video, or it could absolutely pump to the moon and continue on going upwards of $70 to $75. Now, I'm going to give you the base case and the analysis for both of those scenarios inside of this video. That way you're positioned for either side. These are trades that we're taking inside of Nordic Alpha every single day, and I will show you a long trade that we flipped to a short that was actually a 100x our trade, meaning for every dollar that you risked, you made $100, and then we flipped short and took like a 10x risk to reward trade. And I'm going to actually give you my price prediction for silver in 2025 and 2026, and I'm going to base this purely off of technical analysis and fundamentals to a certain extent, but I like to stick to the chart, so I'm going to give you no BS, and I'm not going to have any bias towards this. I have long-term silver bags, okay? I bought in silver in the mid to early, $20, right? I think my average is like $25. So I want to see silver go to the moon, right? But I'm also a trader, a verified pro trader. And if you don't know who I am Drew Wolfer. I am a commodities expert. I am a verified pro trader at Verified Investing. I'm the CEO of Nordic Alpha, and I do have a documented 91.5% win rate. So if you want to see that win rate in action, let's go ahead and get into the charts. Now, here we go. First thing that we're seeing inside of silver, okay? And I'm just going to break all of this down for you just step by step, okay? And the very first thing that we need to do is we need to get this market structure on the chart and take this parallel off, okay? So from a market structure perspective, what we are seeing is that on the 1 hour chart, we are now in a downtrend, and I'll show you what that looks like, right, where it rolled over, okay? This is where we broke the prior swing low, made a new swing low, and now we are in a downtrend. So if we go below $61 and about 2 cents, we are going to be breaking market structure again and continuing that downtrend. Now, on the 4 hour all the way up to the 1 month chart, we are still in an uptrend. But what do we know about these charts? It has to break down on the lower time frames before it can break down on the higher time frames. Now, the 4 hour time frame is telling us that under $60 and about 57 cents is a market structure shift to the downside on the 4 hour chart, and then you get all the way down here. You've got support all the way down to $57 before on the daily, the weekly, and well, actually it's the daily and the 12 hour. This is where you would get a market structure shift to the downside, okay? Meaning that you would now be in a downtrend on the 12 hour and the daily chart. Are we going to get there? I think this is going to be a huge level of support. If we do get through that, you're probably coming down here to about $54. But the good news is that from the weekly and the monthly's perspective, the weekly is in an uptrend all the way down to $45.50, and the monthly, $11.64. Why? Because if you look at the monthly, you can see we've had literally 8 months up in a row, assuming that we close this candle green at the end of December. Now, the next thing I want to show you, because we know that we have, support here at $57. We know we have support here at $45. Not that we're going to get down there, but we also have support right up here at about $60, okay? Next thing I want to show you are the naked points of control and naked VWAPs that we could be going down to, okay? So now, we don't have a lot above us, unfortunately, right? So the thing is we have these naked VWAPs below us and these naked points of control, and what you're seeing is a high concentration of them right at about the $54 range, okay? And that's right here, and then we have $52 to $53, even $52.50 to $53. Further down than that, you've got $49 to $51 right around in here, and that is going to be pretty much your highest level of support. In my opinion, this is probably your highest level of support, the $54 range, because now you also have your prior double top that you blasted through. We have not back tested that. When we come down here, that is going to be a massive, massive level of support. Now, the other thing I want to show you are the order blocks and the gaps, okay? Because again, you're seeing a high concentration, we'll just zoom in, of order blocks right here at $54 and just above $54, right? 54 to 55 bucks, even all the way down to about $52. Then you've got your last ditch effort all the way down here at 50. I see massive, massive support right here at about 54, call it $55 down to about $52, okay? That's, again, where that prior double top is, okay? We also have what's called a crack gap right here at $54, which could just be like the catalyst that you just get a massive bounce whenever you get down there, right? Now, the other things that I want to lay out for you are this potential Wyckoff model that just played out, right? So if we get down to the 4-hour chart, I'll show you a Wyckoff Model 1 that played out, okay? And that Wyckoff Model 1 is a triple tap high, 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, we actually had 4 taps here, right? And I got to get down to the hourly chart so you can actually see the taps and see like the separation in between them. So give me 1 second to do that. And as you can see, tap, 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 tap. Beautiful separation in between them all, right? I love the separation that's in between them, and as you can see, in that same time frame, you have a massive, massive bearish divergence that is coming in on this, you know, quadruple or triple tap on that Wyckoff. Now, what is most likely to happen is you want to look and kind of target the previous range before these triple taps happen. So, worst case scenario, you're aiming to come down here to about $65 or $60.65, which is right around here. But the real range that you're looking at is from about $59 to about $57, because that is the range before this Wyckoff triple tap happened. So what you're likely expecting on these Wyckoffs, and there's no guarantee that this happens, is that you're coming down to about $57. Now, we actually put our money where our mouth is whenever we whenever we set all of this up, right? So I actually called these trades out live inside of the private VIP trading room, and I can actually show you where I called it out on the 10th of December, and I gave out a 100 risk to reward trade, and you can see me setting it up right here in this video, right? So I actually alerted everybody of this exact level, $60.11 on the spot chart, about a day before it hit, and then we took that trade, and as you can see, it was a 106x risk to reward trade. We got out right here, and then immediately, as soon as we got out of that trade, I literally told everybody, hey, get in on this trade. Whenever we were closing this trade out, I literally just came into the private VIP trading room and said, hey, we need to flip short on this, and this was on the 11th, as you can see, and bang, you can see I set that trade up right here and said, hey, this is what we're targeting. Hopefully we'll bring it down to about right here, and this actually turned out to be about a 10x risk to reward, as you can see right here, 9.5x risk to reward. We almost got full take profit. We're waiting to see what happens whenever the markets open, okay? Now, I want to get back to the charts and kind of show you. That was one of the reasons why we took this trade, was this Wyckoff, right? This triple tap, and that's why we took profits up here, because we already had a triple tap with a bearish divergence, and now obviously we got the 4th tap, so we got out a little bit early. We didn't sell the exact top and take profit at the exact top. It was still a great, great move, right? So what we also have, if you go here to the 4-hour chart, you can kind of see it. We have what's called a potential AMD model, and this is inside of Smart Money Concepts that you'll be able to see this, right? So what we do is we have this nice range. This is called accumulation. Then we manipulate outside of that range, and then if we come back down and we break down from here, right, which is the $60 level, we're likely to come back down to the bottom end of that range at about $57, okay, before we could catch a bounce, right? And that is the distribution of the prior accumulation model right over here. So there is a potential AMD model that could play out as well. But the other thing, let's say that AMD doesn't play out and we get a bounce like right down here, right? Well, all that is a RIM-C model, which is a range, an initiation move outside of that range, then a mitigation of the move outside of that range. So somewhere in the $60 to about $58.50 range, and then you catch a bounce, and then you are targeting $68 for a continuation. So range, initiation, mitigation of that initiation move, and then continuation. That is called a RIM-C, okay? So what I want to show you is why we would be targeting $68 here in just a little bit, right? So the next thing that we need to talk about is this parallel, and that will play into, well, we can actually leave the RIM-C up because I want to show you the parallel that could make that happen, right? And so let me find my parallels down here, and boom. If we look at this October 2025 parallel, where is the top end of my proprietary deviation zone that we rejected from right here, which was another reason why we got into our short, right? But you wouldn't have known that unless you were inside of the Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room that costs less than $1 a day, right? So this is the $68 range. It is the top end of our deviation zone that we rejected from. So if we do indeed catch a bounce from here, or even the top end of the actual parallel, our likelihood of coming back up here to this deviation zone is highly likely, because we could be playing out this RIM-C model, right, and then bouncing up for a continuation, okay? So that's the one thing I want you to make sure you know, that we did reject from this deviation zone, but if we lose this, we're likely to come down to the top end of this range at the very least, if not get under it, then come down to the bottom end of the range and potentially even to about $54 to the midpoint of that parallel before we start catching a bounce. Now, we do have ultimate support down here at, guess where? You guessed it, $51 to $52 at the bottom end of that parallel, okay? Now, I want to show you another parallel, and this is the 2008 to 2025 parallel, and we can go to the weekly chart and show you exactly what this parallel looks like. And again, this is from the lows to the lows, and then you took it to the ultimate highs, right? Now, where does this thing potentially top out? You guessed it, right around $67.50 to $68. So that could also make that RIM-C play out to the $68 range, which is where we were looking at just a second ago, right? So right up here to the top end of that first proprietary deviation zone. Now, if we look at the all-time parallel, and again, we got to go to the daily chart to check this one out, because this is going to be a massive, massive parallel that you're going to have to zoom way out to see, at least on the weekly chart. You look at the tops to the tops, and then you measure it to the lows, and you can see that we topped out and rejected immediately from, and that's another reason why we entered that short and took our profits on our longs up there at about $65. Now, where's the first resistance? You guessed it. If we get down here and then we get back up here, that resistance is going to be around $65 to $68.80, okay? So that's where we could see everything kind of going. Now, let's look at our ranges, because our ranges could actually show you and kind of tell you the tale of the tape as well, all right? Now, for my ranges, if we look at the local range from $57 to $65, right, which is just this move up, as you can see, if we get down here to, say, even the 4-hour chart, you can see it a lot better, right? We are actually bouncing from the 0.5 and the equilibrium price. Now, we have support at 59 bucks, and guess where else? $57. And guess where that first deviation zone is? $55 to $54.27, which is the previous high. Now, your second deviation zone, again, lining up with $52 to $51. So you can kind of see that $52 to $51 is that ultimate support, $54 range being a really good support, and then the $57 and $59 to $60 range is going to be a really, really key critical support for you, okay? Now, we also have our local uptrend right here, where you can see we got outside of the deviation zone. Now we're trying to actually bounce from it and continue upward. So we'll see what happens, but you have support again at 60 bucks and then right at $57, and then past that, 54 bucks, okay? But look at this September one, right? The big, big move up to new all-time highs and a, kind of a double top with a bearish divergence here. Again, came up to the first deviation zone, boom, blasted up, used it as support, consolidated, blasted up, rejected from the top end of the second deviation zone perfectly, and now you have lost the bottom end of that deviation zone with ultimate support right here. You guessed it, in between $59 and $57.57. And guess where the support is after that? $54 and 51 bucks, okay? Let's look at the August run up, right? You're seeing the same exact levels with the same exact supports, just maybe $1 or so less, okay? Now, the last one, I guess the last two that I really want to look at is this 2025 bull run, okay? You can see we got outside of the top end of this range and this proprietary deviation zone from the lows to the highs here, and we are getting back into it. So if we lose the $60 level, it's likely that we're going to try and come down here to at least 57, if not right around $54 for that ultimate level of support. And if you look at the 2011 one, we are rejecting at the top end of that proprietary first deviation zone, and if we lose, 60 to 59.50, we're probably likely to come back down here to the midpoint of that, around $54, with ultimate support right at 50 bucks, okay? So, I mean, there's a lot of confluence here, and I can get into all the trend-based Fibonacci's and the other Fibonacci's, but, you know, just I don't see there to be any reason. I will pop up my FRVPs real quick, and as you can see on the FRVPs, these are all different ranges, right? You can see how many different ranges I have drawn here, right? And guess what? Your first levels of support, 58.50 to about 57.50, and that is a precipitous fall after you lose those levels down to at least $54, which is where we could see those value area highs getting a bounce. So there's a lot of support here, 57 to 58 bucks and $54. And then further than that, coming down here to about 51 bucks to the value area, or the actual point of control on this range. And then you have another massive area of confluence right at $48, where we have value area lows and points of control all right there. So if this is interesting to you and this is actually helpful, I urge you, get inside of Nordic Alpha. We're giving this analysis out every single day. We're giving these trades out every single day. As you can see, we took the trades last week. We absolutely smashed them. These are the levels that you're looking at going into this week, and I'm not going to give you the trades for free on, you know, obviously YouTube and stuff like that, because I actually have a group where we give those trades out to people that are actually paying for them, but it's a very minimal investment. It's $29 a month. So if that's something that is actually, you know, pertinent to you, get into Nordic Alpha, because that is the least expensive it will ever be, and it will likely go up soon because our group is growing substantially. We just had over 24 people come in just the past couple of days. So with demand, obviously prices rise, and, you know, hopefully you will be able to get in there and, you know, get my trades on the S&P, on crypto, on metals and Forex and stuff like that, and, you know, scalps, day trades, swing trades, everything. We do it all in there, and we try to give everybody the actionable levels every single day, and, you know, make my 91% win rate that you can see live tracked anytime on my website right here. Make that work for you, man. Make that work for you. As you can see, 91% win rate in 2025 alone, right over here, and 88% win rate overall. And you don't have to believe my website. I'm actually a verified pro trader on verifiedinvesting.com, which is a company that I don't own. I just work with them, and they also have my win rate live tracked and documented, and you can go and check out the full track record anytime you want. And with that being said, would love to see you inside of Nordic Alpha. Thank you so much for showing up. Please, seriously, if you like content like this, smash the like button for me. Make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss out on this analysis again. And then boom, bang on that notification bell so that you're notified when I drop these videos. Everybody have a wonderful day. Comment whatever you're feeling in the relevant sections below. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you all soon.